Hi, everybody. Good evening. My name is Marisa Maggio Harrelson. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, and I can't believe I'm saying I'm a Pro 8, but wow, that just happened. Crazy. Anyway, just so grateful to be on this call with all of you tonight. We have some amazing speakers. We have Shawn Johnson, we have Lori Charette, and we have Dr. Nancy Bryan. Many of us just got back from the Eric Worre GoPro Mastery event in Las Vegas. And I got to be honest with you, this time of year, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to go out of town and, another event. And I'm so happy I went. I got so many nuggets. And, our events with LifeVantage are first and foremost. First and foremost. That is what has built our business ourselves. But he is phenomenal. And the speakers, Les Brown, hello, Magic Johnson, John Maxwell, among many, many others. It's stuff that we need to hear in our life every day that's so inspiring. And please mute yourself if you're just getting on. I think I muted you. But even just everybody who spoke gave us such golden nuggets. So I'm going to get right to that. I'm going to share a few things, but I'm going to let Shawn Johnson take over. I'm going to let Lori, and then Nancy's going to talk about our cleanse and how you can really utilize this and optimize this during the holidays, because think about all the stuff that we got going on in the holidays. Okay. Become a dream dealer for others. Okay. Show me your, these are nuggets that I'm just going to share, and I'm not going to say quote from different people, maybe Eric Worre if it comes up, but what is your game plan this month? What is your game plan for January, right? So if you want to be an influencer, you really have to drive the business. Become that dream dealer for others, share the vision. You are a friend collector. Collect friends. Limitations. I love this. Limited belief keeps you from your dreams. It's so true. Think about that. Limited belief keeps us from our dreams. And you guys, so many of us had limited beliefs. Please mute yourself if you're just joining. So many of us had limited beliefs when we got involved in this, because many of us were not taught to be entrepreneurs, right? And so I just love that, because that is really what I'm breaking through, even to this day, breaking through limiting beliefs, coming from an environment of not enough, right? So that just really spoke to me. Acquire mentors. Oh my gosh, the mentors in my life, the friends in my life, and the mentors I don't know. There's mentor development every single day that can help you. Magic Johnson, build brand ambassadors. Build brand ambassadors. That's what we're doing here. I just got back from a meeting. Kathy Enking is here. She's sitting on the couch. She's listening. She's a Pro 5 in Reno, Nevada. Used to live in Phoenix, and just doing a beautiful job. She's an ambassador of what we have our hands on. So many of you are ambassadors, all of you, if you're on this call. But it's now sharing that. Giving people the information without selling. It's just knowledge. It's education and knowledge. Just giving them the information. That's it. When you come from that place, you'll feel a shift. I felt a shift in many people. Many people felt that shift. And I even felt that shift from this weekend. Are you really prepared? Be a perfectionist in many ways in your organization. Like, really strive for that. Be willing to say no to some things so that you can say yes to the rest of your life, right? Inspire you before you inspire others. Grow you before you grow others. You have to grow you before you can help grow others, right? That's what we're doing. We're just lifting others up. We're lifting ourselves up. It's just beautiful. If you're green, you grow. If you don't, you rot. We've heard that before, right? Keep showing up so you can show up on stage. And it's not about being a stage hound. It's about freedom, success, right? This came up today. So I took a little nugget from Eric Worre at this presentation tonight in Scottsdale at the home of Aaron Gersten. And one of my prospects, he was saying, well, who do you try to recruit? People really poor. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have something perfect to share with you about that. And I said, broke is a situation. right? So those people are recruitable, but poor is a mindset. And those people are not. And it's not that you're not going to share this with them. You can still give them the knowledge, but don't put your heart and soul in those types of people joining you as far as trying to build a global business. They can be a customer. Beautiful. You've changed their life, but you don't want to get sucked down where people are drawing you down because of all the problems, right? And the mindset problems. You don't have time for that if you're really serious about the entrepreneurship part of this. Most people look at prospects as a destination. Look at it as a doorway, right? A doorway. So many people that people know. I mean, I think of the people that I recruited that are building this business I didn't even know, because the people that I had that known, you know, some 1 or 2, 3 or 4 may have become a customer, maybe 1, 2 or 3 became a distributor, but that's it. And then they're not even working it, right? This was interesting to me, and I'm going to turn it over to Shawn Johnson. Don't spend more than 20%. This is Eric Worre's tip. Don't spend more than 20% of your time with your team in 2019. Do you know what that means? That doesn't mean you're not there for your team. You are always there for your team. It means that you're growing leaders, and you want those leaders to fly out of the nest and start doing their things. Just like Kathy Enking. I didn't know they were flying. She was flying in. That's something she and her team decided to do. Oh, hallelujah. But do you realize as this level in LifeVantage that is a new experience for me to have that? I mean, you know, I have other people on my team doing things. Trust me, I do have leaders. I have, you know, definite leaders growing this business. But there's certain, I'm usually in the loop, and I wasn't in the loop. It's actually a good thing. So I love that. So, and then Eric Worre talked about bringing in 20 and 30 days. You know, rest a few, but bring in 20 and 30 days. And campaigns. Think about the months. Think about the holidays. Think about what's happening during the months. We can talk more about that because that could take like a little time to really strategize. Please mute yourself if you're just joining the call. I just muted you. Never mind. Sorry. But I would just say that that's the last thing I'm going to say is strategies, home meetings, maybe run a promotion. Who's going to have, you know, a 5 home meeting campaign, or who gets the most customers, have a who gets the most customers leaderboard and have certain things for them. A Friday luncheon, recruiting 5 and 5. Customer campaigns. I know Anna Merrill, I didn't even know about what was going on with the other building depth, but oh my gosh, congratulations. She met a challenge that was given at the building depth where she brought in 5 platinum packs. So she got to split, I think, $10,000 from top leaders. I just found that out today, and I didn't realize that's what the 5 and 5 when you were texting me. So congratulations to you. That's amazing. With that, I'm turning it over to Shawn. I want to be mindful. It's 7:40. You have 10 minutes. 8. Let's do 8 to 10, Lori, and then we'll do 5 minutes, Nancy, on the cleanse. Sound good? Okay, perfect. All right, take it away, Shawn Johnson, premier. I'm going to say elite Pro 5. She is so elite. Mindset. Young lady here in Phoenix, Arizona, Premier Pro 5, and she got some golden nuggets from the social media Tuesday night at the Eric Worre event. Take it away, Shawn. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And I'll try to be quick. So if you try to write as fast as you can, otherwise watch the replay because I'm going to try to fire these out as quick as possible. So one thing also that came up, so social media was a big topic that first night that you guys missed. But one thing that's really key before I go into the social media side is Eric Worre broke down the characteristics of an influencer. You want to find the influencers in your team, and you want to look at yourself and live up to those. We all want to be influencers. We all want to grow our business, and to really do that, we have to be an influencer, and we have to find the influencers. So here are the 5 things. They're independent. They're not needy. They don't need to be pushed. They're just gonna go. I look at myself that way. I'm just gonna go. A problem solver, number 2. So first, independent. Second is problem solver. Where 5% of this business is dealing with the problem or I don't know what the right is, but 95% of this is problem solving. That's what we are, is we're finding pain and we're problem solving for people and finding that solution. Consistency, that was a theme throughout this whole weekend. Be consistent. Commit to 5 things every day that you're going to do every day. If you're sick, you don't feel good, it doesn't feel, you're pushing past the fear, you have to be consistent. Commit, 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 because not only you're doing for yourself, you're going to feel your self-esteem arise, but your team is going to see that and follow that, and you want to be the leader they want to follow. So consistency is key. Let's elevate 2019. All right. Number 4, create action. Influencers create action where momentum wouldn't be otherwise. So if you've got something going on, you're feeling a team member low, go in there, create action, get influence. You know, it's one of those like Kathy Enking coming into town and going, hey, Kathy Enking's coming from Reno. And then people come and want to see and want to, so create action and big vision. You want to have a clear mindset of where you're going. And these are the things to look out for within your team. Find the influencers, work with them, and help build them. So I just wanted to do that. And another nugget is people aren't looking for the meaning of life so much as they are looking for the feeling of being alive. So think about that as I go into social media, because that's one thing. We want to be what we want to attract. So in your social media, go in and clean it up. Get rid of, if you have a dog, picture of your dog as your profile picture, I'm sorry, you got to get rid of it. Get rid of it. If you have LifeVantage, that you are a team member of LifeVantage, you have it listed, I'm an independent distributor of LifeVantage, get rid of it. You know, because you want people to wonder and inquire about it. And now there's a lot of different theories. There were other things out there, but you know, my dad brought up a good point. That was a theme throughout a lot of these influencers, is you want to get people to ask questions at attraction marketing. But also another good point that my dad called out is attraction marketing takes time. So go out there, get rid of those negative posts. If you have negative posts where you're complaining about something, you're complaining to somebody else, get rid of it. Negativity only will attract more negativity. We want to find influencers, and influencers are positive, consistent, forward-thinking people. And if you have negativity, they're not going to follow that. So you need to clean it up. Get rid of those pictures where you got beer in your hand, whatever. Still be true to you, but be someone that you want to attract. Recruit up. You want to recruit up, you got to clean all that up. So be aware of that. So attraction marketing takes time. So as you clean that up, be aware, getting positive lighting, getting good lighting for all the posts that you pick. You know, don't take a picture where you can't really see your face, your friend's face, or what you're trying to take. You know, go to pages, go to beautiful photography pages. Just get an idea of what that is. If you look to your upline to find that out. So that's really, really key. And then action is faster than attraction marketing. Okay, so action. So now you're working on trying to attract people, but go in and connect with those, start conversations with old friends, look through all your friends list, add 2 new people every single day. Start those conversations of, hey, how are you? How's life? What's going on? You know, what do you do for a living? Oh my gosh, you know, and start to relate and be funny and, you know, and start to lead into a conversation, because that's where we're really going to go build the business. So action is faster than attraction marketing. But over time, your confidence is going to build because you're pushing outside of your comfort zone. They're going to see that. You're going to start having pretty pictures on your Facebook, having attraction marketing. And one thing too, one of them, Jessica Lee Ward, find your 5 things. So if 5 things that you like, if it's dogs, if it's horses, if it's housing you like to decorate, whatever your subject matter is that you love, 5 things that you are passionate about. If it's family, put family as one. And then pick other. If you're a parent, what were you passionate about before you were a parent? Find you, get back to you, and find those 5 things and start posting about them. Get people to learn who you are and be vulnerable. Vulnerability is sexy. That was another thing this weekend is be vulnerable, open up, be yourself. And a part of those finding those 5 things. So one of the things that they talked about is a 4-2-1 mentality. So you post every day at the same time, be consistent, and you can work up to that. So, you know, it takes time to do that, but this is to work too. So of those 5 things that you find and you like, pick 421. So 4 posts throughout the week is going to be nothing to do with your business. It's just going to be about dogs. It's going to be about your photography business. It's going to be whatever it is. 2 is, this subconscious kind of sort of where you're working out and you've got your axio on the treadmill or whatever, just that subconscious. There's a lot of psychology behind that. And then 1, the boom post, a hardcore business post. And that could be, and a lot of people do it different ways of just, hey, have you thought about your retirement? There's a whole other way of residual income. And I've found another way if you're interested in blah, blah. I mean, there's a million different ways to do that. But a 4-2-1 strategy, follow your team, pay attention to what they like, who they are, their family members, their kids, get to know that. So that when you see them, you're building those connections with your team. We're building firewalls in our team. We want to build a lasting business. So you want to build depth and build those relationships in your team. And they want to know, we all want to know likes and love everything. That was another thing. Don't just like, love on them. Hit the heart button, hit the reactions, laugh at their posts, and comment on them, compliment them. I really like what you said about this post. This triggered this memory. Be engaging. So that's a part of that traction marketing where they're like, wow, this person was saying nice things, and you just keep interacting them. And eventually it's going to lead to a conversation offline and build the relationship, find their problem, and be a problem solver. Okay. Action, again, is faster than attraction marketing. Still do the attraction marketing. A couple other things. Facebook laddering. I don't know what that is, but that was one thing that was suggested to look it up. And it's LADDERING, like a ladder you climb. So Google it, figure it out. I don't know what it is yet, but that was one thing they suggested. Facebook laddering. And then let's see, there's a couple other ones. Okay, Facebook Lives. We all know the algorithm. Facebook is trying to compete with YouTube. So live feeds, people are constantly, it's raw, real material. So do a Facebook Live, start kicking up, get that courage and do it. If you don't know what to talk about, they even said, talk about something you know nothing about. Like women did a Facebook Live on how a man should shave his face. Just pick something, or answerthepublic.com. Write that down, answerthepublic.com. That is where you'll find the most Google questions in any subject. So if you want to find something to talk about, go out there and say horses or whatever, and the most Google subject, and talk about it, whatever that is. Just be engaging in something that you're interested in. Don't be a Spamela Anderson. That's what Fraser Book said. Don't be spamming people. Don't copy and paste. Be original. Be engaging. Start talking to people. And then 3 more things. Just so you know, for Facebook Lives, don't worry about all the engagement during your Facebook Live. Just do it. 95% of Facebook Lives are all replays. So people are watching, 95% of it are watching it after it was recorded. So don't worry about people hopping on. Just be engaging and be quick. So a lot of people, be cognizant of people running into the store, running into the supermarket. They want to just see something really quick. So keep them short and concise. And again, put out there what you want to attract, and put a call to action at the end of it and say, hey, if you want to know more about this, let me know and I'll send you the recipe. Or, hey, if you want to connect about this, I'd love to talk about that, or whatever that is. But do a call to action at the end of it. And then Instagram was a big subject. So learn Instagram stories. And the last thing is, don't get frustrated, get fascinated. That's what we have to do. This business is hard and it's easy to get frustrated. I'm totally guilty of that. But don't be frustrated, get fascinated. So with that, I'll hand it over.
Wow. The replay. Yes. With that, I'm going to go right now to Lori Charette in Colorado, Elite Pro 7. Amazing. I love her. Just gotten to know her in this business, and we sat right above each other at the Eric Worre event. Go ahead, Lori. Go ahead and take away and
Sweet.
share.
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Everything. Okay, great. I'm going to share my computer screen, you guys. I'm going to do 2 images so you guys can actually take a photograph, so I can run through it really fast. And let's see here. Yeah, this was a phenomenal. One of the things that I wanted to add on to that Marisa was talking about on who we were looking for, they all said we're looking for somebody who's hungry. right? Who are you looking for? You're looking for somebody who's hungry. So I'm going to, oh shoot, you can't see this. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's down at the bottom of the page. Cio Carnerio. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but he's made his first millions when he was 25, you guys, and he was a pistol on stage. And so he was talking about when you're wondering how to go out and build your business, just what are the basics? What is the compass, for you? And he said, just hold out your hand. And then when you put your thumb up, thumbs up always means like, yeah, everything's okay. Wonderful, right? Positivity. So he said, remember to be positive. Find the good things in everything, whether it's your company, your products, your team, always look on the bright side of things, right? So thumbs up. Your index finger or your pointer finger, that's for direction. So that helps remind us, do you know where you're going? Do you know where you want to be, right? So it helps you, why are you here? So direction, make sure that you're focused and understand where you're going, where you're headed. The middle finger, we all cracked up laughing over that one. But literally when you think about it, it's kind of comical. That is attitude, right? So what that's telling us is don't care about what other people are thinking about us, right? Don't worry about the clutter and the stuff around, you're working with a network marketing company and things like that. Let it go. You know what you have your hands on. We have our feet, in the concrete of what we have with our products and with our company. So have that strength and knowing that they just don't know what you know yet, right? Then you've got your ring finger, and that stands for values and commitment, right? So you want to be first committed to yourself. Be committed to the decision that you made. Go back and remember, what were you thinking? What were you feeling when you saw this opportunity and how excited you were? And so when you're committed to yourself, that commitment also extends to your family and your team. Share and build with respect and integrity, commitment and values, okay? And the pinky finger is for details. Pay attention to the details with your prospects, especially when you're having those conversations and you're asking questions. Jot those things down. Sometimes after you meet with them, whether it's a coffee shop or over the phone, make sure after you talk to them, jot down those nuggets so you can keep them when you follow up with them afterwards. You have a little bit of information because sometimes they all run together, right? And then hopefully y'all were able to take a picture of this so you can go back and look at it. And then I'm going to share one more here. And that is, I am hoping, let's see if I did the right one. So sorry, right here. Okay, take a picture of this one. So this is 7 steps to grow your business. Speed, become better, faster. So, and be less scared and more efficient. Consistency, be a slave to good habits, do the right thing, be consistent. Emotional resilience, have discipline. Personal discipline is really hard in this business because we don't have a boss. We don't have somebody that's telling us, so to speak, telling us what to do, right? Don't take your disappointments personally. Everything and anything goes up and down and up and down. Everything changes and shifts. It's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad. So don't be attached or connected to any of that. Simplicity. Fight against complexity. What do we say in this business all the time? Keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it simple, right? Duplication. That's what helps us with duplication. Relationships, closer relationships, be a friend first. Promote to events. Everything that we do, we should be promoting to the next event. And the reason why is promote with your heart. It says promote with your heart, not your mouth. He got up there and he said, when we're not attending events, the thing that we're missing is that's where we get our dreams back. And boy, did we not get that, Marisa. Oh my gosh, did we not get that? Yeah. When you're watching these multi-millionaires on there, and we are so playing small, not understanding what's ahead of us. But that's what the events do. When you talk about the belief, right? When you don't go, you're crushing your dreams. And then strategy, stay on track. What's the biggest problems and challenges? So you can make notation of that. You should be looking at that daily or weekly. It's hard. Let's see, it takes more than hard work. Definitely, we know that, right? You have to have a plan, grow with the proper mindset. So take a photograph of that, and hopefully you can take that. If you guys got more questions, you can reach out to any one of us. It was fabulous.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for that. That was so great, Lori. And I just, you know, it's so true as far as the events. They were even saying, some of the distributors that you know, are multimillionaires, saying, look, I invite them to an event before I invite them to join the business. And I thought that was a real golden nugget, because they really do have to see the vision if they're serious about the opportunity. You have to be committed to going to the events. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Nancy Bryan, a molecular biologist, biochemist, dear friend, pharmacologist. She's like so smart. Wow. And so beautiful inside and out, and helps so many of us in LifeVantage. And I just am we are also blessed to have you be a part of LifeVantage, and serves on the medical advisory board for LifeVantage. She's going to talk about the cleanse and how to utilize it the best over the holiday season. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, can you hear me all?
Okay. Hi, Jen, who also just returned from GoPro.
I did. Oh my gosh. Seriously, life changing. I know you hear that and it's trite and all that sort of thing, but you just have, the two biggest things that I pulled out of there were think bigger. Oh my gosh. I went to Michigan State, and I was at Michigan State when Magic Johnson was there. And I see what he's done with his life and where he's going and what he's doing. We have to think bigger. Oh my goodness. Anyway, one of the reasons I'm doing this today was Maria Williams had called me a couple weeks ago with regard to diabetics. And I had mentioned to her that with many of my diabetics, I like to have them utilize our little cleanse. And I utilize that not from a perspective of how we utilize it with our physique system, our weight loss system. It does really well with our weight loss system, utilizing 2 twice a day to kind of kickstart our weight management program. But how I utilize it for a lot of my diabetics is from a perspective of the gut gets all clogged up. And especially right now during the holidays, think about how many things that we're eating and drinking during the holidays that we don't normally do. All right. So from a perspective of wanting to have a kickstart to January, instead of waiting to January to kind of get things off and running then, why not start with something a little bit now to kind of help things stay under control? With my diabetics, I've found this beneficial from one perspective especially, and that's the perspective that candida is a huge problem for diabetics. Candida overgrowth takes over a lot of things, but mainly it's like having cotton in your digestive tract. Nothing you can get through it. It causes toxins. It causes a lot of problems. And so what I wanted to go through real quick was why utilize cleanse during the holidays. What I'd love you to think about is just taking one a day. Think of it like a daily detox. And let me go through real quick a few of the things that are in this and why it's utilized one capsule a day can help you to get through the month without having so much of a problem. So first of all, the most important thing is the number one ingredient in here when you go look at your bottle is going to be Irish moss. What is that? This is one of the biggest keys to this problem because its main thing that it does is it dissolves phlegm. One of the biggest problems we have with our digestive tract, especially when candida is involved or with all the different foods we're eating during the holidays or alcohol consumption, we develop kind of that phlegm, that yucky stuff starts going into our digestive tract and it blocks our nutrients from being absorbed. So Irish moss does that very gently, and it also has antimicrobial action, which means it's going to help take care of candida to keep it from an overgrowth. We need some, we just don't need a bunch. We want it to be controlled. The other thing that Irish moss is so helpful for is our thyroid. It does incredible things because it has a lot of iodine in it. Most people don't know and understand that. So one of these little things a day is going to do a great thing in just helping the digestive tract not have all that phlegm lining it. It also boosts your immunity by having buckthorn in it. That's going to be a boost to your immunity. It has dandelion in it, which is antibacterial. All of those things are going into keeping you healthy during the holidays so you're not getting sick while you're at it. Because we all know we're staying out later than we normally do. We're in bunches of people at parties and being exposed to things. We want to keep our immune system intact. And so by having the cleanse, it's going to enhance our probiotic. It's going to help feed our probiotic. And the last thing I want to mention is it contains ginger. Everybody knows about ginger. Ginger works unbelievably at helping keep our tummy feel better, right? Well, the reason it feels better is because it reduces the inflammatory process in your digestive tract. So think about it from a perspective of, while we're having all these things going on, yes, we want moderation, but it's the holidays and we want to be able to maintain those and have a kickstart for the new year. And personally, if you know diabetics, I can tell you it's a game changer for them to help their blood sugars stay under control. Utilizing one cleanse a day along with what they're doing is really beneficial. So hopefully those are some tips that are going to be beneficial for you and understanding the cleanse, because a lot of people really don't understand it, and it really is using one a day is more like a daily detox, and it'll go a long way to really helping to keep your mind clear and your digestive tract clear.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Fabulous information tonight from, health standpoint, from business standpoint. I cannot wait to hear the recording of this. I'm going to stop recording right now. And